There we go. Now we got enough minutes. Today, what I want to talk about a little bit is about about fame and stuff. So we're gonna call this vlog number 4, and we're just gonna spell it out: fame. Um, what are the reasons why you're chasing fame? Are you just trying to be accepted in society? Are you just trying to gain wealth more into your life? And are you trying to pursue something greater for yourself? Is the fame that you're chasing, is it for your own self-acceptance because you feel like you need this in order to follow forward in life? Or do you need this fame so others can accept you and look at you as somebody greater? Sorry, somebody was just calling me. Um, that's something you have to think about, because after you get the money and you get the fame and you get the followers and stuff like this, what are you going to do right after? Most people would say, once I get my first paycheck from being famous of 20 grand, I'm going to go out, I'm going to go to the Christian Dior store and I'm going to get myself that shirt. Or I'm going to go to the Gucci store and get me that belt. Or maybe they just want to use the money for buying really expensive, luxurious cars and stuff like that. If that's what you want to do with your money when you get rich, I believe personally that's personally to show off. I personally believe there's nobody out there that tells me I wanted that Christian Dior shirt because it makes me feel good. So you're saying a $500 shirt that you wear makes you feel good. It's like saying, I feel like cars are a little bit different though. Like if you have always had this mentality growing up of, I've always wanted to own a Corvette. Always wanted to own a Corvette because my dad used to own a Corvette. I want a Corvette too. I was very inspired by him. And you want to buy the 2023 Corvette? I believe that's fine. Personally, you were inspired by your dad and it's something that you lived by for your whole life, then get it. But I believe just wanting something out of the blue kind of raises an eyebrow to me. You have to keep in mind that once you become famous, I'm not famous. That's why I'm making this video. I feel like after you get famous, they call the quote, more money, more problems. After you get famous, obviously you got all this money and more problems come upon you. Whether that's friendships, family, relationships, all of that is gonna end up having a slight twist. And that's what you have to be careful about, is that when you start getting this money, are you ready to have struggles with your relationship, friendships, and family ships, So that's something to think about. Or do you want to take the route of, when you're famous, I'm going to help people and I'm going to support as much people as possible within my fame? And personally, I live through that belief myself. I don't want to be famous to live this luxurious lifestyle and go crazy about it. You know what I mean? Like, I believe personally wearing the luxurious stuff, Gucci, Givenchy, Prada, Christian Dior, all that stuff, I believe that's showing off. I personally wouldn't live like that. My attitude is very humble. Like, I try to be as humble as possible. Sometimes it's very hard, and I struggle with that currently, is being humble. I struggle with it lightly because I was mostly humble for most of my life. I came from a poor background, so it's pretty normal for me to be humble once I start making a decent amount of money. But I struggle with that, especially when you're getting to a job that pays you very superly well. It's hard to be humble, and I realize that. So as soon as you get famous, when you start making more money, it's very hard to be humble, very hard, because that money is going to make you feel some type of way. I feel like, personally, like I said, these are all basic examples. I'm not famous. So I believe personally, are you trying to gratify yourself or others? I believe there's purpose on gratifying yourself, and saying, okay, I want this girl to look at me this way. No, I want to thank God for all the stuff that he's done for me in my life. I'm super, super grateful, etc., etc. That feels good. That's self-gratifying. And I think that's grounding yourself too. because you didn't do that. I personally believe that God did it. And I repeat to myself that constantly when I'm ever unsure, because the last thing I want to come off is prideful and like I'm showing off. And I think that's the hardships of fame, is like you have all this stuff and it's like people only see you as that. And I feel like if you humble yourself and you reduce your spending on those luxurious things, you have more space in your heart to be humble, which I personally believe is a super important thing. So using your money to help people is a must, I believe. Once you get famous, help as much people as you can. And avoid recording that stuff online. To be quite honest, I think it's cringy when somebody gives somebody $10,000 and then posts it up on YouTube to make money. Like, that's ridiculous to me. I've even done it once where I gave somebody Chinese food. And I was like, no, I can't upload this. This is so, like, inhumane, you know? Like, I did this for the purpose of me wanting to be nice to them. I didn't do this for the fact of getting likes on a YouTube video, you know? So keep an eye out on friends, family, relationships, your own self, remaining humble when you become famous, and avoid spending your money on luxurious things. And I say even avoid posting often about your lifestyle on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, because I believe that's kind of show-offish too. Like, don't get me wrong. It's completely okay to say, hey, everybody, I made my first paycheck making this amount of money doing YouTube videos. I'm so grateful. God bless, you know? But I think it's annoying when you're constantly posting about these things to show it off on Instagram and Snapchat like these people cared. Like, at the end of the day, these people don't care. They want to see you happy. They want to see you joyful, but not because of the money and stuff like that. They just want that for your well-being and your well-self. So that's my little speed run today for the fame vlog. This is vlog number 4 or 5, fame. Keep your head up, guys. Stay humble. Read your Bible. God bless. And keep yourself grounded. Keep in mind that once you get famous, it's not about you. And it's not about what you did. Personally, it's about what God did, the purpose that He put in my life, and the obstacles He made me overcome to get to where I'm at. So I have to thank God for everything that He's done. Keep your chin up, stay motivated. Like I said, read your Bible study. Super important. I'm trying to do that as much as I can, because sometimes it's really, really, really hard, especially when you're making a lot of money. Stay grounded. Stay reading your Bible. As soon as you get rich and famous and wealthy, read your Bible, man. Don't let that go, because God gave you those gifts on earth, but you have to realize that your salvation is in heaven with Him. Stay positive. If you guys have any comments, drop them below in the comments. And like and follow for more content. Vlog number 5. This is fame. Peace out.